Well, this is a COVID-19 update from the Border Security Force. 43 new positive cases have been reported in the last 24 hours. The total number of cases now stands at 911. Total 633 personnel have been cured and discharged until now. Going across to Arunama for more details. Arunama, what else can you tell us? Well, we'll try and reconnect to Arunama in just a bit, but those are the details coming in with respect to numbers being reported from the BSF. 43 new cases reported in the last 24 hours, which is a significant number. The total cases or number of cases now stands at 911. Meanwhile, 633 people have been cured and discharged until now, which is some relief coming in. Going to Arunama for more details. Arunama, what else can you tell us?
So this 24 hours number is a little high for BSF. 43 is a little on the higher side. However, total recoveries has been good, so they are not too worried that even if their personnel are testing positive, because a lot of them are also in internal security duty, which means that they are in areas where interaction with public is more. It's not as if they are only on the border. And that's what is a little worried. And overall, I can give you a sense of how the paramilitary is functioning. There is a CAPF referral hospital in Greater Noida, where all the CAPF personnel are treated. Now the numbers there, COVID positive people who are admitted there, ICBP has 18, BSF has 8, CRPF has 19, CISF has 52, and there are some family members admitted there as well. So essentially what the paramilitary is saying that yes, the numbers are growing, but they are also recovering and going home. So that's on the positive side.
All right, Arunama, thank you for getting us all those details. A spike in cases in the Border Security Force, but like Arunama was saying, a lot of recoveries as well. Moving on, the custodial death of a father-son duo in Tamil Nadu's Tuticorin has sparked massive outrage in the state. The death of the father and son following allegations of torture is snowballing into a major political row and has triggered calls for law enforcement reform. P. Jairaj and his son Benix were arrested for keeping their mobile phone shop open beyond permitted hours last Friday and died at a hospital 4 days later. Relatives allege that they were severely thrashed at the police station by police personnel. Following outrage, 4 policemen, including 2 sub-inspectors, have been suspended. An inspector has also been benched by the state government. While Chief Minister Palanisamy has announced ex gratia of 20 lakh rupees for the family, he has been silent on the alleged torture. The case has also been taken up by the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court. Now, opposition party, the DMK, while targeting the state government over the incident, announced 25 lakhs rupees ex gratia for the family of the victims.
காவல்துறையினரின் வன்முறையால் அராஜகத்தால் இந்த இருவரை இன்று நாம் இழந்து நிற்கிறோம். கொடூரத்தின் உச்சமாக ஆசன வாயிலில் லத்தியை கொண்டு தாக்குதல், நெஞ்சில் மீது ஏறி நின்று மிதித்தல் என்று கேள்விப்படும் ஒவ்வொரு செய்தியும் மனதை உலுக்குகிறது. பாதிக்கப்பட்ட குடும்பத்தில் உள்ள 3 பெண் பிள்ளைகளின் எதிர்காலத்திற்கு உறுதுணையாக நிற்க திமுக சார்பில் 25 லட்சம் ரூபாய் நிவாரணமாக அளித்துள்ளோம். இந்த உயிர் பலிக்கு நிச்சயம் பொறுப்பேற்க வேண்டியது முதலமைச்சர் தான். மக்கள் மன்றத்தால் அவர் விரைவில் தண்டிக்கப்படுவார்.
Bringing in Poonima, who joins us on the phone line. Poonima, this incident has sparked tremendous amount of outrage, with the unanimous voice being that suspension of these police personnel is not enough. We need criminal action against them.
Absolutely. That's something that even the family members have been saying, because this incident took place late last Friday, and since then, mere suspension of the 2 police officers that's the only action taken so far, which is why the opposition and people on social media say that mere suspension is not enough, and they should be booked for the murder of the father and the son. That's something that political parties are raising. That's something that even people on social media, netizens, are raising so far. But no FIR has been filed against those police officers who beat Jairaj and his son Benix to death, who beat them, and later, 3 days later, they died within a gap of 10 hours. So no FIR filed yet, which is why everyone wants the state government to intervene and take action. However, the state government says that they will wait for the law to take its own course, and they are also waiting for the post-mortem report to know the exact cause of death of both Jairaj and Benix.
All right, Poonima, thank you for bringing us up to speed with the latest on that story.